the controversial aspect about it, and then I'm going to tell you about the future capabilities for stem cells and research. This picture here is basically the gist of it, what they do. These are the stem cells right here, and then all of the little arrows are around it. In the next slide, it explains more about it. Stem cells are a type of cell that can turn into any other cell. There's different types of them. There's the embryonic stem cells, which is where most of the controversy is centered around, because they're taken from fertilized eggs that are left over from in vitro fertilization, which is just kind of test tube babies. And then there's adult, which they're not usually used for research because they're more specified around one type of cell. And it's kind of misleading, the term adult, because it's seen in adult and children. So that just basically shows what they are in another picture. In 1968, doctors kind of figured out what stem cells were when they used them with a bone marrow transplant, and it contains somatic stem cells, which are basically produced. They've realized that stem cells can produce all the different types of cells. They can basically just replicate any type of cell, whichever it's needed for, and it's kind of showed them that it can cure diseases like blood cancers and immune disorders. More recently, stem cells from the bloodstream, which are peripheral blood stem cells, and umbilical cord stem cells have been used to treat some of them. And with the umbilical stem cells, it's basically using the umbilical cord because it's rich with nutrients, and it takes away all controversy with everything. This is more about the controversial aspect about it. Some people believe that a fertilized egg is a human being and it should have its rights protected. So they believe that it shouldn't be used just for research. But a team of scientists have found a technique that was successful in generating a mouse and without destroying the embryo, but it hasn't been tried on humans yet. The supporters of them argue that the fertilized eggs aren't exactly that they're donated with consent from each couple, and if they're discarded anyway, why not try and use them instead of just throwing them away? My opinion is that the research should be allowed just because of the main point of controversy, that it can be avoided by extracting the cells from the umbilical cord. And if the parents are already deciding to have an abortion and that's already set in stone, why not try and salvage what they can, kind of donating organs when people die. These are some of the future capabilities. These are just all the diseases that can be helped with stem cells and with the stem cell research progressing. Diseases like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, diabetes, spinal cord injuries. These can all be cured or significantly helped by using stem cells, because stem cells can replicate the cells that are needed. It just lists some more strokes and cancer and arthritis. To recap, I talked about what it is and how they're used, and then I told you about the controversial aspect about it, and then the future capabilities. Hopefully you guys know more about stem cell research and have an opinion of your own.